What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe. If you're new here and if this video resonates with you, this is going to be a quick video. As you can see, it's not much light in here because it is dark outside. So it's going to be a quick video, and it's going to be on what spiritual tools do your ancestors want you to have? What spiritual tools do you need to have in your collection right now? What is needed from you? So we're going to check that out. You can pick between three numbers, of course, 1, 2, or 3. You pick whatever number calls to you. Don't think too hard about it. Just pick a number. Like, you can literally randomly pick a number, and it still will be what your ancestors are guiding you to. Okay? So with that being said, and I will be featuring the Akamara deck. This is a new deck, and I know you guys can't see this, okay? Perfect for Black History Month. It has a lot of African references to certain different tribes, my tribe included, but it's going to be interesting to use this and just try it out. So we're going to try it out during this reading, but I am going to be using, of course, my bones to collect messages. All right, so without further ado, let's lean you up a little bit. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with one. Let's see what spiritual tool is calling to you now. What do you need to have? We'll just keep it open. So let's go. Seeing something at the door. Let's see. Okay, so two things, because I'm scratching my eye. Normally when I scratch my eye, it's things that are unseen. Okay, and I do see a snake here. I know you guys can't see everything that's fell on the board, but that's okay. We're just going to talk it out. I'm seeing for some of you, you're going to need something to put at your door, okay? Like a door hanger or something like that. And hopefully I will get around to making some African door hangers. I would love to do that. But, the point is having something at your door to send away negative energy. Hold on real quick, guys. Because it's something dealing with the home. Altogether, I would say your home is where you lay your head at. And it's also where negative things can follow you home. I'm also seeing an ancestor in this reading. Interesting. Okay. get your bones too. You're going to need something to brighten up the energy surrounding your space. Something to do, and this is more eternal, like dealing with your mental mind. Also, it's still a reflection of energy that you receive. Like you have to be so careful with your energy and your exchanging of energies. Hmm. I'm seeing this as you crossing paths with people, and there's a collection that's being done. And for some reason, it is affecting the home. I see that. It's funny because there's the African right there, and I have an African bone right here that looks exactly like Africa. So that's funny. But yeah. Mm. You need a guardian. I would also recommend getting you some statues. People don't see the power in statues because it has to be charged. You have to put the energy there. You have to channel the energy. And you can have these little guardians surrounding your house. And of course, it would be something that you are spiritually drawn to. So if you are drawn to comedic principles, of course, you would have statues like Isis, Osiris, um, someone, keep it in alignment with where things are going. Where you're doing spiritual work, you might want to have Isis. And if you have, uplifting energy, you might have Osiris. Whatever, you want to match up the energies to where that it goes. But I'm seeing that maybe getting some statues as well would help, as far as a spiritual tool of blocking out certain energies. And I'm also seeing, this is just a recommendation, I'm also seeing there are going to be some changes surrounding your home. You might want to change things around in your home so that negative energy doesn't necessarily sit. I would also recommend spiritual baths, okay? Now, this is not necessarily a tool more so than it is a ritual, but I feel like this is more so for you, okay? Because right now you're dealing with energy surrounding basically your personal self, if that makes sense. Your confidence, your ego. And it seems like at this point right now, it's like, anything can come in and make you feel like you're not on the right path. Yeah, you got the path bone. Yep, the soul mission bone. So it's kind of like you could easily be directed off your path when this is where you're supposed to be. So this has a lot to do with direction, the direction that you're going, making sure that you're going in the right direction. Being protected emotionally. So all in all, I would say you also have some musical items as well. And this could be just added around the house as far as channeling energy. It also refutes negative energy as well. Getting you either, I know a Native American turtle shell, I've always wanted that, like the rattle, I've always wanted that. But there are certain sacred tools like the drum, African drums. There are certain tools that you can use. If used appropriately, they can definitely remove negative energy. So also get you a item that can, have rhythm and music as well. Something to do with music, or an item that you can use to shake up negative energy and remove it. Okay, to channel that energy away. But also mainly protection. You want to work on protection items surrounding your home. These are spiritual tools that you can use and rely on, and you need something that's stationary, like a statue or something to represent your ancestors, because you do have ancestors in this reading. I'm gonna go ahead and move on, but you do have ancestors in this reading that's saying stay focused on your path, stay focused, don't let anything outside of you interrupt what's going on, especially emotionally, because you have things that are targeting you emotionally, and it could be just you shaking hands with people is definitely picking up on energy. And you have the shaman bone right here, so a lot of your things are going to definitely relate to you being a shaman. Like you have to have certain things surrounding you. And I know you can't have it at all times, but well, no, you actually can. You can wear objects as you go. You need objects of protection more than anything right now. So make sure that you go out and get that, charge it up, put it in its directed place, so that way, you know, when you come to this energy field, when you come into this room, you're going to see this person, you're going to see this spirit. It's all creating doorways. Of course you can't see it with your physical eyes, but it is there in the spiritual realm, and that's all that matters. Okay, so yes, for the unseen, definitely create spiritual barriers. All right, so let's go on to the next one. So for those of you who picked number 2, let's see, what spiritual tools do you need to have right now? All right. What are the ancestors guiding you to get in this moment? All right, number 2. Surprisingly, for some of you, you know, and everybody's in a different lane. So some of you already have spiritual tools as far as using for divination. But it's really important that if you do have divination tools, that you are regularly using them, that you are getting attuned to them, so in tune that it's second nature to you. Something about getting attuned with your gifts. So your spiritual tools are meant to help you with that. Okay, they are there for you to, don't even look at it like a crutch. Look at it like something that is going to enhance, and not only that, is going to help you and your intuition. All right. Look at it like personal things that you use. You don't have to have it. Nobody has to have any spiritual tool to read or to do any of these things, but it is like your personal, I don't even know how to put that. Like a personal extension. It's just like walking. Walking would be you just using your intuition for some people, and then having a bicycle. The bicycle is going to assist you even more to where you need to go. So it's kind of like get very acquainted, because I'm seeing a bowl of water. And this could also represent making sure that your ancestors are drinking water. If you haven't been updating that altar, make sure that you are giving offerings of water to your ancestors. But I also see this as a scarring, looking into the waters, which represents divination to me. Wait a second. Cards are sticking. Why didn't we say water? Some of you do need to get, Make sure that you actually have water with you when you start divining. Water is an important element for you. So you may work with some water deities or spirits, but all spirits work with water, so that's nothing new. But water is a very important element that you need to add into your practice. Hmm. Yeah, this has something to do with communication, okay? Um Also, when we see the element of water, it also can mean blocked communication with ancestors or spirits. So having that bowl of water when you communicate is going to open up more doors for you. So practice the source of water when you start divining, healing, reading, whatever you want to do it. Use water. Get a bowl of water. Hmm. Interesting. I'm seeing some blockages around abundance. Why is this? Ugh. Okay. This is beside the point, but I guess it is the point. There are some restrictions as far as your path. You do not need to be restricting your path, how you make money, how you receive income, how the abundance is going to come. Don't restrict yourself or restrict your journey because you got an ancient eggshell right here. This means something wants to be born. You also have Oshun turned over. And we always want to see Oshun in the right place at the right time because Oshun can bring lots of abundance. Think of her as the empress, or should I say Queen of Pentacles. Where she is, the money will go. Mm, this is interesting. It's almost as if your spiritual tools are going to involve confidence. I'm strongly hearing right now staff. You may also wear certain jewelry, but this is not any jewelry. This is jewelry that is going to be something spiritual that you're going to wear all the time. It could be a crystal jewelry or it could be something made of brass, something that can withstand time, maybe even vintage. I can also see this as working with hmm, working with oils too. You need something that is going to unblock those barriers for you. So, particularly, some spell work may be done to uncross roads as far as abundance goes. But you also need to keep something on you at all times that symbolizes abundance, that symbolizes your confidence in yourself and your path. And the first thing I think of is the Yoruba, it's a money ring. Not everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but it's a certain jewelry that symbolizes money. You need something that's going to, like I said, something that feels abundant. And the first thing I think of is something that you're going to wear, jewelry that keeps you in a, it's not just vain, but at the same time, it's something that necessarily puts yourself first. That keeps you in the mind of, this is my journey and my path. It holds the strength of your ancestors, so that's why it's important. So for some of you, you will find this in, grandma's old jewelry box. And again, it could very well be a vintage item. If it's not a vintage item, then that's okay. And this is for male or female, it doesn't matter. Get you something that you can wear on you at all times that is going to keep Ashe there, keep a boost of confidence there, and also a dish of good luck. And to me, that the most that could be would be jewelry. You could also get you an ancestor staff, but normally those come to you. You don't necessarily go looking for it too much. So it depends on what stage of spirituality that you're at. But these are things to empower you on your journey, to keep you on the right path, to keep you on track. Also, you do need to start using more of your divination tools. Some of you already have them and you need to get more attuned with it, but some of you need to go out there and get it and have water with you when you are communicating with your ancestor spirits. um, that is important. Have definitely have water near you, but some of you might be even communicating with a water spirits, water type spirits, deities, but something to do with water. But that deals with all of it. It deals with reflection, divination. It deals with the ancestors being able to communicate, because you actually have an ancestor here that is not necessarily able to get a message to you. So I would recommend using some meditation. Make sure that you have a glass of water when you're doing it and writing down some information. Have that water with you at all times and when you're communicating with the ancestors. All right, so that is number 2. We're going to go on to number 3. For those of you who chose number 3, let's get into it. Let's see what spiritual tool do you need to have. I see some of you building shrines, bigger versions of your altar in a sense, that's going to host more than just your regular ancestor spirits. And not to say your ancestor spirits ain't important, they are the most important, okay? But I see that you're going to be having a place to host more spirits for you. Let's see here. I'm seeing a lot of reconnecting. This is weird, but I see a lot of reconnecting to ancient spirits. Hmm. This is all ancestral. Okay, let's go on. Even in your bones, this is, hmm, you have an ancestor spirit right here. Opening up a connection to speak to more ancestors. Hmm. Because I see this as some of you connecting back to a long line of a heritage. Being able to receive more information, the more bigger army that you have. I'm seeing more assistance, especially in the areas of work. If some of you feel like you're overworked, being very strained of energy, this is something that you can lean on. Hmm. You may want to get you some ancestral beads, and you want tools to be able to call down your ancestors. If you already have these tools, you want to start utilizing them and make a bigger space, whether it be a shrine, bigger altar, because I'm seeing some of you are going to start getting more pictures. The more you go down your line, start getting more pictures of more ancestors. Mm. I mean, that's a spiritual tool in itself, because with more assistance, you're going to have more ancestors who specialize in certain areas or are going to be more proficient in certain areas. So you're going to get more advice in certain areas in your life. I'm also saying for some of you, you need to get a bird feeder. Okay? And what this is going to symbolize is spirits being able to come and talk to you. Okay. Um, Especially in Native American traditions, small birds are very, very good signs. And anytime you see somebody with a lot of bird feeders or bird houses and stuff like that, it is a good symbol of good luck. And little do they know, it is bringing abundance to them. It brings abundance to them because it's almost like a little mini marketplace where you're able to get food and they're going to bless you in return. Set up something for birds. That's what I'm hearing. Set up something for them. As far as, and if, like I said, if you live in a place where you can't do that, then you just can't. But and there's probably many other forms that you can do this in. You can also have a fish tank or something like that. Do something with animals. Do something with animals where there is a receive of energy from you, and in return, you're going to see that spiritually come back to you. But all I'm seeing is more spirits wanting to communicate with you. So you need to make a bigger space for this to happen. Because again, in turn, you're going to have more protection, more abundance. And it's not to say work with any spirit, any old spirit. I'm not saying that. This is still going to be within your lineage. It could be ancient spirits within your lineage, or it could be more recent spirits. I see both for you. But whatever it may be, of course, you only want to work with those that are going to give you positive energy. But I'm saying that they're speaking as in there's a big family there. You may have had a small altar for a while, but it's time for you to start making room. And you want to carry those symbols with you at all times, things that represent multiple ancestors surrounding you. It can be something small like a ring, but I would recommend some beads, something that symbolizes the first set of ancestors going back to older ancestors. And you can do this in different forms. Be creative. It could even be some sacred attire, but most people don't know where to get that. You have to look up on those type of things. But I'm seeing something sacred that represents them at all times. All right, so that is the reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know your stories or how it relates to you in the comments. You guys know that I read that, and peace out.